So that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Hey! Middle. 13. We changed it.
Jackson now. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
2nd and 10.
Nice shot. Hey, report. Nice shot. Go right here. 180. Nice shot. 13. Get up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Going deep for Walker. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Attack!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey! We changed it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey! No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy, shut up. Shut up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey. Yo. Hey, middle.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. A first down carry for Henry. Down to the 41.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Henry again on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Attack! Fire down these two. Hey, 57. Easy.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, 31 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Middle. Go.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing is Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57, color.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Attack.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
All right. Attack.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mahomes now to throw. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
No, we changed it. That's right. Yeah. Hey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Inside handoff, Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hey, middle.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Yellow. Outside.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and 19.
Yellow.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. An audible here to get a new look.
43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now they'll audible to something else.
Sunday. Hey, Ripley.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Middle. 13. You at X.
Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Come on. What a shot. Go ahead.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
What a shot.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
You change it.
Henry up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as... From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1.
Alpha, sit on. Report. Sit on.
Henry running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
No, we changed it. What are you? Yo. Hey. Shut up.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, Ozzie!
They'll try the right side with Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Go. Hey, middle. What is it?
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Middle. 13. What is it?
Now Lamar changing the play. Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43. What's that?
Mahomes. Fighting Hardman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes will throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now 2nd and 4.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
43,
oh, they're changing this at the line.
15. Yellow. What's that?
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
15.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
I don't need to. Hero 15.
Mahomes going to change things up.
Attack. What's that?
Here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's first down.
Wait. Hey, Ripley,
Now an audible here into something else. Mahomes.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And all the Chiefs have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Right side.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow. Hey, color. Right side.
Mahomes to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Nine seconds, no timeouts left.
Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.